Sometimes it's as if we have technology that is just looking for a solution. I am no Luddite, despite being called one many times in the video comments. Having studied engineering, I'm still a complete tech junkie when it comes to computers, gadgets and networking. But there are some applications of technology which go so far against logic that it boggles the mind. One of these is the notion of self-driving cars, which to me seems to defeat the whole purpose of a private car in the first place. The essential concept of the private car is that they provide the driver with freedom to travel, to get oneself from A to B as one wishes, by means of the roads one desires, and at a time of one's choosing. If you want to stop, you can stop. If you want to take a diversion, you can take a diversion. Over the years, there have been many beneficial advancements in vehicle technology, such as adaptive cruise control, emergency braking for collision avoidance, lane assistance systems, which I am all 100% in favour of. These are assistive technologies which greatly improve the safety of road users. Yet there are many that now want these technologies to replace the driver completely, in this rather desperate quest to develop self-driving abilities. But my question is, why? What is the point? If you want to take a journey without driving, book a taxi, take a bus or a train. And not only are they pointless, but as we shall see in this video, they are dangerous as well, and people are getting sick and tired of it. Engineer and lawyer turned Sydney YouTuber. Please be sure to like, share and subscribe, hit the notification bell, drop a comment down below, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter. The problem I have with self-driving cars is that no matter how many sensors, LiDAR, cameras, computers, artificial intelligence or whatever you put into them, they still do not, at this time anyway, have anything like the innate spatial awareness of the human brain and sensory system. Whilst they may be fine to keep a vehicle safe on the freeway, which is a highly ordered and predictable environment, generally at least, putting one in a chaotic city centre is a recipe for disaster. In such an environment, anything can happen. A cyclist can appear from nowhere, someone could open their door into your path, a truck could be parked at an odd angle for a delivery. The list is literally endless. And despite how well trained your AI neural network is, it will always be more fallible than a human driver. And the consequences of such fallibility may be very serious, death or personal injury to another human. This has been demonstrated recently in San Francisco when a self-driving taxi was destroyed by a crowd of angry people after a number of recent earlier incidents, and it has reignited the debate as to our need for driverless vehicles, as reported in Auto News. San Francisco Waymo arson sparks fresh debate on self-driving cars. Most normal car drivers know that they have to avoid Chinatown during the Lunar New Year holidays. The computer doesn't understand that. A seasoned San Francisco cab driver might have avoided the intersection of Jackson Street and Grant Avenue in the heart of the city's Chinatown on the first day of Chinese New Year. An autonomous Waymo robo-taxi, by contrast, drove towards the cross streets on Saturday evening when crowds were blocking all sides and revelers were lighting fireworks, according to two witnesses. Minutes later, some in the crowd attacked the car and set it on fire. Most normal car drivers know that they have to avoid Chinatown during the Lunar New Year holidays. The computer doesn't understand that, said Aaron Peskin, president of the San Francisco Board of Supervisors, who has called for more regulation of self-driving cars. The incident highlighted both the limited robotic car's ability to make judgment calls and hostility to them for a host of reasons, such as concerns about safety, the jobs they may take from human drivers, and a more generalized fear of artificial intelligence, according to officials and academics. Others in San Francisco, where such vehicles have become commonplace, voiced support for the cars as safer than human drivers. I'll link to a video in the description which busts that particular myth in relation to Tesla's autonomous driving, showing that incidents are actually far more likely than with human drivers. And in the event of someone being killed or injured, who is responsible? It's a legal minefield as well. After the Saturday incident, Waymo videos proliferated on social media. One showed a fire truck on the way to an emergency, temporarily caught behind a Waymo vehicle that failed to fully pull over and let it pass. A fire department spokesman confirmed the Waymo vehicle partially blocked the road. What was I saying earlier about a chaotic environment? A fire truck approaching from the rear, and the Waymo comprehensively failed to deal with it. San Francisco police are investigating Saturday's vandalism of the Waymo. The attacker's motivation remained unclear. Some observers saw the incident as a sign of growing resentment towards self-driving cars and other AI technology. We are seeing people reaching a boiling point over tech that they do not want and does not make their lives better, said Missy Cummings, director of the George Mason University Autonomy and Robotics Center and a former advisor to US traffic safety regulators. Exactly right, it does not make people's lives better. It's technology just for the sake of it, and people are getting sick of it being imposed on them. I, for one, would not feel comfortable in a fully autonomous taxi navigating a complex city environment. And that is not me being a Luddite. It is from the understanding of the limitations of any kind of control system in a random and chaotic environment. On a freeway, I could potentially accept it. Human control to get on the highway and off at the other end, but essentially autonomous in between. But even then, there is absolutely no way I would check emails or shut my eyes or do anything else other than monitor the autonomous system. The moral of the story is, as I said earlier, if you want a driverless car, book a taxi driven by a real person.